You know without you I'm so lonely. When you're not here, 911 calling. Into your heat again, I'm diving. Darling you, baby.
Hi, we're three K-pop darlings, just chatting K-pop. I'm Mama J.
And I'm Baby K.
And today
we're doing Road to Kingdom. The show.
And I'm super excited to talk about it.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
It's one of our favorite things. Obviously.
Yes.
Yes.
Obviously.
So, Road to Kingdom.
Road to Kingdom is basically like
A reality television competition show?
I'd say it's like a television competition.
But there were
reality
pieces of that.
competition show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was on Mnet.
Yes it was.
And it was actually part of a series called Kingdom.
Yes.
And it was the I don't know how prequel of Kingdom Legendary War,
which a lot of people know about.
But they actually build it that way. Like was their intent, was Road to Kingdom would be the first one, and then they do Legendary War.
Yeah.
That was in the spring of 2020.
Yes.
April to June.
Yes.
Yes. And we've introduced you to pretty much all of the groups.
That's so true.
Most of them, of the groups that participated on Road to Kingdom. And the groups were?
The groups were Pentagon, ONF, The Boys, yippee, Golden Child, 201 or 2, 1S, and Very Very.
Yeah. So we're going to kind of talk about how it went. You can talk about some of your favorite things.
Okay.
But just stay tuned. Remember, we announced that we were going to do that after hours thing, and so you can kind of see some of our reactions to the videos.
You're right.
So it started out, the first episode,
Yes.
I guess, was just like an introduction stage. And the theme was Song of King. And it was just basically to get to know the groups. This was not an elimination round, it was just a group round.
Yeah.
And each group kind of showcased their style, right? With a short introductory performance.
Yeah.
And so in that round,
so basically, Song of King is basically they took a song from like a legendary K-pop hit song, and they performed that as their.
So it was kind of a cover.
Yeah.
Okay. And so Pentagon did very good.
Yep. ONF did It's Raining by Rain.
Golden Child did something Descent, Warrior Descent.
Warrior Descent by Hot. And The Boys did Danger by Taemin. That was one of my favorite ones ever, and they do such a cool trick in that one that I show literally everybody.
It is the coolest trick.
That was like the first thing I showed my boyfriend. I was like, oh my gosh, you need to watch this. This was so cool. You need to watch this.
Go.
So and then Very Very did 17 number.
Masene.
Here's a funny thing. 1S did the exact same number as Golden Child.
Oh yeah,
they both did the same song,
which is Warrior Descendant by Hot.
Yep, and then 2 or 201, I'm not sure. At the time they were called 2, TOO.
Yeah.
And we talked about them, so go look at them.
Yes.
They did something by TVQX. I don't know. Rising Sun. Rising
Sun. Okay.
Rising Sun. And they judged this based on votes from the other groups. So like all of them would like vote for who they thought did a good job. And then there was an audience of 500 people who also voted. And those people, those votes decided who was the winner in this first round.
Nice.
And it was the boys.
Heck yeah.
Yeah. So then in round 2, it was called My Song. And they performed an original song from their discography. So something that was theirs. And so they all did something that they could shine at, really, right?
Yeah.
So Pentagon did Shine.
Heck yeah!
And ONF did We Must Love.
Golden Child did Wannabe, and the boys did Reveal. Which I love that song. It's Ju Hakyun's era song.
This is true. Ju Hakyun.
Love that one.
Very Very did Photo.
Yes.
And ONEUS did Lit.
Yep. And then
Two
did their debut song, which is Magnolia.
But that's because they were so. This was just their song, like months. They'd only been debuted for a few months when they did Road to Kingdom. So this was their debut song. So they did Magnolia. They didn't have anything in their discography.
They were like, we gotta do this.
This is it.
This is all. So.
And so the judging was evaluated by a combination of live votes and digital scores. Now the digital scores were like how many people watched the whatever the little clip was that Mnet put up.
Oh, so like a video of like the performance.
Yeah. So how many people watched it?
Mm-hmm.
And then the lowest score combined between rounds 1 and rounds 2 would be eliminated. And so the winners in this round were the boys.
The boys.
And the lowest score happened to be Golden Child, and Golden Child was eliminated.
Which is crazy.
Yeah, it was kind of sad actually. But
for the next round, they kind of needed to do that because there were 7 of them and not an even number. And the reason is because round 3 is collaborations. So like two groups would join together and perform one together. So like Pentagon and ONF, and then the boys and ONEUS, and then Very Very and 2 or 201.
Yeah.
And Pentagon and ONF, they did Kill This Love
by Blackpink,
and it was so good. I loved it. And then the boys and ONEUS did
something.
Heroin.
Heroin or
Heroin.
Yes. Anyway.
And then Very Very and 2 or 201
they did BTS.
They did BTS, and they did On by BTS.
Yes.
So.
And then this round also was judged by live votes. Yeah. So you like with other shows where you like text in or something and you.
Yeah.
And
like
you vote on your thing.
Yeah. Vote. Yeah.
So round 3 had 2 parts in it. So they did their collaboration stage, but then they each did their own thing. So they each did their, it was called Your Song, and they performed a song from another group in the competition. Yeah. So they did a collaboration, and then they performed someone else's songs reimagined.
Yes.
And so they ended up doing another song from another group in the competition.
Basically, that is
Yes.
Oh, and in round 3, part 1, ONF and Pentagon won.
Yes.
That round.
That's true. They did win that round.
And then
in the second round, it was a combination of live votes and then again the digital scores. So like if you went on and watched the video.
Yeah.
And then this was also elimination round, so the lowest score from the combination of round 3 part 1 and round 3 part 2 were eliminated, which meant that the lowest scoring, the boys won the Your Song piece.
Yes.
And the lowest ranking scores were 202. And so they were eliminated.
They were eliminated. Yeah.
And that was so sad because it was right by the next to the finale, and they were babies. They had just debuted and they made it all this way.
But it's so impressive that they made it that far though, with being just barely debuted, which is absolutely amazing.
Yeah. I love that. So they were eliminated.
Yeah, sadly.
And then in the final round, they had to do a brand new song. They had to have one that was created specifically for the finale, for Kingdom. And so they all had a song written for them, or they wrote a song. And so the boys did their song that was called Checkmate.
Yeah.
And it was really good.
It was really
They had a theme, a running theme through the whole thing.
Yes.
They would definitely...
Like very 80s.
It was very 80s.
It was very 80s.
They were going to... They were thieves, and they were stealing the crown.
And then they ran into some things, and then proceeded to actually succeed.
Yep, they stole the crown.
So
and then so in Checkmate, they did Checkmate, and then ONF did a song called New World. Pentacon did a song called Basquet. Not my favorite song.
Oh.
Right. Sorry, Pentagon.
Ones did Come Back Home, and Very Very did Beautiful X, I believe.
Yeah. And this was a combination of things for voting here.
Yes.
So it was live votes, the online vote, and then digital scores. So like anything you did was a vote.
Yeah.
And so in the end, the boys came out on top.
Yeah.
They won.
They won it. Which I feel really bad. Because
here's why. Because the prize was so sucky.
The prize basically was...
I didn't mean that.
Their prize for winning was a guaranteed spot in Legendary War. That's all they got.
Yeah. Yay, you! You get to go to the next competition!
And like, after being put through all of this, I bet they were like, what? No. You're kidding, right? But I mean, I'm pretty sure they had some fun in Legendary War.
Well, I feel like... Okay, we're going to talk about the boys for a minute. I feel like Kingdom was a really great place of development for the boys.
Oh, definitely.
You see that their creativity and the way they push themselves to do something different and new and try things
and the way that
be brave. The way they were brave. Like, when we go and we watch this, there's one of these performances. No, that's Legendary War. Never mind, that's in Legendary War. But they were really brave. They tried things that were a little scary.
Yeah.
Tricks that were scary.
Yeah, especially in this one, because Road to Kingdom was definitely for the boys, were very trick heavy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which made it so much more impressive.
Yeah.
So.
And they're just so clean.
Yes. And their dancing abilities.
But there's some other really phenomenal performances in here.
Oh,
there were
definitely.
so many good things. And this is kind of where I watched all of this after you had been like, this is a thing.
Hey.
And I actually watched it after watching Legendary War. Because I thought, well, I need to, and then we watched the new one.
Yeah.
But I feel like it was like Mnet. I don't know. It was like they're like, we can do this. They tried it. It worked well, and so then they upped the ante, and then they upped the ante. That's kind of like I feel like they just kept redeveloping this idea of this competition show. And I haven't really ever watched the Queendums because I know that that's a thing too.
Yes.
But I feel like they kind of just kept trying to make it better, trying to make it better, trying to make it better. Yeah.
Definitely.
Anyway, So that's kind of a rundown on Road to Kingdom.
Yeah.
For me personally, my favorite piece that's in there is the first one that the boys do.
Danger.
Yeah, this is so good. Right? There's just some really amazing things in there.
Heck yeah.
Right?
Yes.
And then there's the collaboration stage.
Kill This Love.
Yeah,
Kill This
it's
Love is
so good. So yeah, those two things were really, really good.
There's so many good ones. Like, and you'll see them when we do K-pop After Hours.
Yeah.
So stay tuned to that.
Well, we'll try. We'll try and put a little clip up of them while we're watching. I honestly don't know if Mnet will let us. We'll try.
We'll try. If it doesn't work, well, sucks to be us, I guess.
Yeah. But at least you get to see us have a little bit of fun. We'll try and keep it short. We won't watch the whole thing.
Yeah.
That'd be hours and hours and hours and hours and hours. But we'll
cause
watch some of the watch at least a couple in each of the rounds.
Yeah.
Kind of our take on them. See at least something by each of the groups. For sure. But yeah. Woo! Road to Kingdom!
And that's a wrap on that.
Yeah, that's a wrap.
Yeah.
For Road to Kingdom.
Yep.
So, until After Hours, bye from Mom and Tate.
And bye from Baby Good.